hierarchy of the Nigerian police force and other personnel of the agency make up a large part of those gathered for this public hearing in the House of Representatives. It's on a bill seeking to establish the Nigerian Police Reform Trust Fund for training of police personnel and provision of equipment for the force. For the lawmakers, the bill is necessary as the federal government appears unable to adequately fund the police force.
Until the Nigerian Police Reform Trust Fund bill is passed, every attempt towards curbing corruption within the force will be a wild goose chase.
The annual budgetary provision for the Nigerian police has not been adequate to cater for the need of the force, considering the rise in the act of terrorism, kidnapping, and menace of herdsmen and other violence crimes.
The Inspector General of Police gives a breakdown of the level of underfunding the police have been getting from yearly budgets.
What is most worrisome is that though the budgetary allocations on paper are insufficient to meet the financial needs of the force, the actual releases are far below what is budgeted. In the 2016 budget, less than 30% of the allocation was released to the police.
He, however, has some amendments to the proposed bill.
It is important to state here that restricting the police trust fund bill to a period of 6 years, as provided in Section 2.2 of the bill, is not in the best interest of the force and the public. Putting it on the timeline, we believe it should be, just like other bills, it should be effective continuously because of some of these challenges we have in the force.
The bill has the support of almost everyone gathered, though with some observations.
We have done a lot of reform in the past, not only in the police, everywhere. What is needed now is action. We want to implement, and the way to implement is by supporting the police with adequate funding for their operations.
The appointing authority for the board and for the executive secretary should be reviewed. We will prefer a situation where the president should be the appointing authority and the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria should be the confirming authority.
The committee also took contributions on a proposed bill seeking to amend the Explosives Act, which set out to provide stiffer penalties for defaulters of the law regulating the handling of explosives in the country. Lanre Lasese,
to invite His
Channels
Excellency, the
Television
Speaker of the
News.
House of Representatives, Right Honorable.
Well, joining us now to discuss funding the Nigeria Police is Emmanuel Ojukwu, a former Commissioner of Police and also a security consultant. You're welcome to Sunrise Daily.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, it's not too long ago you left the Nigeria Police Force. And I'm sure at the level of being a Commissioner of Police, you understand very direly the challenges around funding for the Nigeria Police. Can you help us get an understanding of how deep the problem of funding for the Nigeria Police is?
Yes, as you stated, I was in the police for over 32 years. And by the time I got to a very high level, I was privileged to serve under 5 different IGs as first PRO. So that gave me greater insight into the workings of Nigeria Police and into the nature of their problems. The problems are enormous. Funding is a major problem of Nigeria Police. We may never overstate it, that the police is grossly underfunded. It's a calamity. In fact, it's a scandal. Because it doesn't appear as if we don't really want this police to function. We don't give somebody the wherewithal to perform. How do you expect him to perform? It's like we are shooting ourselves on the foot. We have this organization